Good afternoon, YouTube. Alright, I just want to make a video about my first week with Amazon Flex. Not Amazon Flex as a driver. I'm not an independent contractor. I'm actually a seasonal, part-time employee working for Amazon. And I basically work at the Smyrna location in Smyrna, Georgia. And I'm going to tell you about my first week. Boy, let me tell you. So, what I do is I sort packages and process the payment, process the packages, and we get it prepared for the Amazon Flex drivers and Amazon drivers that picks up the packages from the receiving and control, and then they deliver it to customers in the metropolitan Atlanta region. So, let me tell you. And some of you know I work from 1 a.m. till about 6:30 a.m. or 7 or whatever time they finish. So, my first day was last Saturday. Well, actually, it was Sunday at 1 a.m. But thank you to one of my subscribers, Harden. I was on a live stream with y'all last week, Saturday night, after I had finished doing Grubhub and Uber Eats. Around 12:30 at night, after midnight, I was on live stream talking about, tomorrow is my first day with Amazon. And while I was on live stream, someone said, okay, well, if your first day is on Sunday, then you're going to be starting, your shift starts in 30 minutes. I literally jumped up, ran, got in my car, because I didn't even take off my clothes yet. I still had my clothes on. Jumped up, drove all the way to Smyrna from Stone Mountain, which is about 50 minutes. 285, and got there in Smyrna in Cobb County. I got there at 1:15, so it was about 45-minute ride. So I got there at 1:15 a.m. and they had just started, so they didn't mark me late or anything, because they was just going over their orientation, like going over about the whole thing and the whole procedure of the plant. Took a tour of the facility, went over some rules, and giving us our badges and everything else. So the first night we didn't do much of anything until about 4 o'clock. They went on a break about 4 o'clock. People went on a break, 15-minute break, and then they since I had an ID, they showed us we have to have these scanners. We scan the boxes as it goes down the belt. And each section is broken off into different sections, A, B, C, D, whatever. So you're putting packages as it comes down, scanning them, put them in the applicable bags. And the requirement is that they want you to do 100 packages per hour. So that means basically you're standing in one section in your area, and you're picking up boxes and you put them in the bags, and you're going back and forth. So now, after a while, when I got used to it, after I got used to the whole procedure, you get yourself in a good rhythm. So the first night was pretty okay. I was stiff. I was tired because I had, literally worked, those 6, 7, 8 hours prior doing Grubhub, and then prior to me going to start working, I had went to Taco Mac, ate me some 10-piece roasted wings with some tater tots. So I had all that food in my dang stomach still. So but after that, everything went fine. But then my feet started hurting. My ankles were swollen, my knees were hurting, and I was like, let me tell y'all, you're not lifting heavy packages, but if it says heavy, it'll be heavy sometimes. And I had my Fitbit on, so I'm showing how many calories I'll be burning, and my heart rate, and um, for about a good 83 minutes. At a certain point, you're moving fast. And boy, let me tell you, I don't know how much I weigh, but I'm going to get a scale. I'll probably get one today at the Walmart, because I do need to buy me another car mount. Boy, let me tell you, it's hard work. I'm going to tell you that now. It's hard. You know. And it's hard on the body, especially when you're not used to moving as much. You know, I've been sitting in the car doing all these Uber and Grubhub and stuff. But let me tell you, you're constantly moving. You're everlasting on your feet. And I'm not even in the section that's busy. You know, they said, oh no, this is just the slow part. You know, when you're in the AB section, that's when you get all... See, AB section is basically a section, but the AB section is where most of those flex, you know, y'all people who do Amazon Flex, and y'all park your cars, and y'all pick up those packages. That's what I do. I'm the one that basically get all those packages, come down the belt, put them in bags. Then you got what they call picking. After you pile all those packages get assorted, then you got to turn around, and each list pertains to what drivers get what. So you have to take all these bags. Literally, it could be like 3-4 carts that you're carrying to the section in the warehouse. And you like lifting, putting, you know, it has to be in a certain order. Then you got to have all the loose boxes and stuff. I mean, it's a lot. So, other than that, it's not tiresome in terms of sleep, rest, but it's about your feet. But let me tell you, the last night, Thursday night, after my shift was over, my feet swelled up like elephant trunks. My feet were so hurting so bad, I couldn't even, they had early voluntary time off, meaning that, if there was a point where everything is finished or whatever, they could let you leave early. Now, you ain't leaving that much early, let me tell you. I took my break, and my feet were so hurting. They said, well, you can leave early if you want. It's voluntary. You know, you just get paid up to the time you work. So that last night, Thursday morning, well, after my shift was over Thursday morning, I left at 5:45. I was like, I can't. Another 45 minutes, I was going to be like, I couldn't move. My feet were so swollen. But that's the issue. That's the thing. It's basically being on your feet. You must have some very good shoes. I went and bought me some new sneakers, some Skechers. But it feels like a little bit, I don't know. It feels a little bit tight. But, you know, I got some Skechers. And maybe I need to get me some Dr. Scholl's. I'm going to go to Walmart and see if they got that machine with the Dr. Scholl's. And put some insoles. But most definitely, I have to drink a lot of water before I start my shift. And not eat any fast food or junk. And get any sodium in my system, because it was rough, y'all. It was rough. I'm telling you, the struggle is real. But so far, I like it. It's interesting. The people there, most people who've been there, nobody's been there over a year. Nobody's been there over a year. Most people who's been there, the facility's only been open for it's about a year. But a lot of people have not worked there a year. A lot of people got hired in May, June, I heard. But nobody hasn't been there over a year. They have a high turnover rate. They tend to fire people all the time. Oh, and this in the past. They say that, in the past, they had got rid of a lot of people that, not so much they couldn't do the work, but it's the attendance issue is the thing. If they had issues of attendance, that was it. Alright, now this video is going to be about 9 minutes, so I'm going to stop it now, and I'm going to make a part 2 of my experience. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.